a sudden, I realize something's missing. So I kid you not, my freaking chain is gone. My chain is missing. Now I know you guys are thinking, dude, how the heck do you break and lose a chain and not realize it? And honestly, I have no idea. Alright, ¿qué pasó, amigos? Buenos dias. Welcome back to the channel, John's Moto Garage. As you can tell, it's summertime here in AZ. The clothes are coming off. I'm working on my tan line, on my farmer's tan. It's finally time to dig into the Dyna. I got all my parts and things. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna have a ton of time tonight before my wife takes off, so I'm just gonna do what I can and see if we can get started. I'll show you everything that I've gotten so far, including the tools and the parts, and hopefully we'll start making some progress on this thing. If you're new to the channel, let me just give you all my quick spiel, my quick disclaimer. I am not a certified mechanic. I have no idea what I'm doing here, and I am bound to screw something up. Fair warning, if you choose to proceed watching this video, just be warned, this is not by any means a how-to, so definitely watch at your own risk. This really shouldn't be a huge ordeal, putting a new chain on the bike, but here on John's Moto Garage, we have a tendency of making things more complicated than they have to be. Ugh! Theo freaking Door just released how to wheelie video on a Harley. Dank Wheelie just released a video doing his first Harley wheelie ever. And here I am sitting on the sidelines. It's like adding injury to insult, or insult to injury. The goal is get that dang chain back on and then start working our way towards balance point. All right, let's hit it. Get the skateboards out of the way. Harbor Freight. So this is the heavy duty chain breaker. I got this one and one other, and then the lift as well. Let's get those into the garage. All right, let's see what we got. So, bam. I went with the RK530 X-Ring gold chain, and I wasn't sure about the gold on the bike. I'm still not sure about it, but it was one of the only ones I could get in just a couple days via Amazon, so I went with this one. Cost me about 106 bucks. Heavy duty chain breaker, this one I picked up from Harbor Freight. I think this was about 15 bucks. This is the Slack Setter Pro, just to check, make sure I have the right tension on the chain. You can do it without these, but I figured since it's John's Moto Garage and I'm gonna screw it up, I might as well at least try to do it the right way. This is another chain breaker set that cost me about 15 bucks online. I picked this up just in case the Harbor Freight one doesn't work. I figured better safe than sorry. And then of course the jack from Harbor Freight. I had tons of solid, legit quality motorcycle jacks over the years. A few years back when I was going through school and just like really strapped for cash, I ended up selling off a lot of my stuff, including that motorcycle jack and a really nice wheel chock as well that I had. Yeah, here we are today. So the jack I think set me back about 80, 90 bucks at Harbor Freight plus tax, of course. We got the jack assembled, pretty easy peasy. I used a 13 millimeter and whatever size that is. You basically just put this piece on here, put that in. Yeah, assembly was pretty easy, but I would keep the instructions for that. Next, you check to make sure it works. I already did that. I raised it and lowered it a couple times. Just make sure there's no air in the hydraulic fluid there. It's not super clear like what's locked in on this, but I think that'll work. Yeah, I think that'll do the trick for now. Here's another thing I got at Harbor Freight, and these are for, yeah, 36. May need a cheater bar. There we go. Now what I'm told is that you want to loosen this up and basically push the wheel as far forward as possible. That's going to give you the most life out of your chain, because every time you adjust it, you have to pull it back once the chain starts to break in, and and loosen up. So by pushing the wheel all the way forward, that gives you the most life out of your chain, and then also it's supposed to make the wheelies a little easier, having it farther forward. But as we all know, I don't think it matters what I do, the wheelies aren't going to be easy. Real quick, shout out to Dyna Demos. Check out their channel if you haven't. They do all kinds of awesome stuff with the Dynas, and they're constantly uploading new content, and it's real time as they upgrade the stuff on their bikes. They're posting that stuff online for us to learn and enjoy. So big shout out to them, and they seem to actually know what they're doing, which is always a good thing. So now I'm going to take the chain out and we're going to see if we can measure it out and figure all that stuff out. I don't know what these go to. So I got the 530 120. Because I lost my other chain, I don't actually know that a 530 was on this, but based on the research I did, all of them seem to have 530s. So I'm just hoping that's the one. I think I'm gonna do this. That looks good to me. So right now I'm basically trying to figure out how to feed the chain through the front sprocket. Rear sprocket's easy, it's getting it through that front sprocket. That helps. So at this point, I fed the new chain through. So now what I gotta figure out is where to break it, so that I can install this and then we can do our adjustment. What do you guys think? Big mistake going gold chain on this one. And I'm all about the bling. You know how we are. So you can see the old chain when it came off, it did actually cause a little bit of havoc there. And somewhere on the wheel as well. Just a tiny chip right there in the wheel. Good thing I double checked because I actually didn't have the wheel as far forward as it could go, so I may be able to get away now with taking this link off. We'll see. All right, so day one, I got the chain on and all that stuff. I played a little bit of Foursquare. All right, so what I need to do now is adjust the chain and make sure that the wheel is aligned in the back, make sure that it's not crooked. So to do that, I got two special tools. Again, you don't have to have these, but I figure we'll give it a shot. We need all the help we can get here on John's Moto Garage. So let's take a look at these two tools. Not a sponsor, not a paid product placement. So first one we've got is a chain alignment tool. This is used to make sure that the the rear wheel is straight, basically. That everything's lined up evenly, sprocket to sprocket, chain to chain. And then this is a Slack Setter Pro. This is for the professionals, you guys. Slack Setter Pro. So it measures chain slack and chain to swing arm clearance. Now, even if I had the manual for the dyno, which I don't, which I know you guys are going to get on me, which I will get eventually, but even if I had it, it wouldn't matter because these things don't come stock with the chain. Alright, so I ended up just doing the old school way using the tape measure. And from what I saw online, it's 1 inch to 1.5 inches of play that you want. And so, as you can see here, what are we at? I'm just using one of those pins to measure it. So about 3.5, 2.5. So that should be good. I didn't end up using this guy, but I do have this, the alignment tool. And so you basically bolt it on here just to make sure it looks like that's in alignment. So now I'm going to tighten this down, torque it, and make sure I put my clip piece on. In theory, we should be good to roll. Alright, so we got this torqued down. Gonna put this clip back in place. These are tightened down. So there she is. Chain is in place. We got it adjusted. We got it all lined up. So hopefully it's lined up there. So there you have it, you guys. Stay tuned. I'll be taking this out as soon as I get a chance to see how the wheelie game is. We'll be putting both that rear tire to the test as well as the new chain. As far as the lift from Harbor Freight goes, it did the job, worked fine, as did the chain breaker. However, I would recommend get that cheap riveting tool that I picked up from Amazon. It was like 16 bucks, and that had a few additional pieces that helped me to actually put the master link on, because it's a rivet style master link. Alright, you guys, that's gonna do it. John's Moto Garage. Stay tuned, we'll get this Dyna back up and running. take her out for a spin and see how the wheelie game goes. We will hit you up on the next one. Nos vemos.